Writers, if you are not negotiating these 3 deal points in your agreements, you are not fully protected. First, it is always important to determine whether or not the WGA will govern the project and the agreement. This determines a lot of the provisions within the agreement and how much flexibility there is for negotiations on deal points. The WGA has many requirements that are designed to protect writers, and if this is a WGA project, make sure the agreement is meeting those minimum requirements. Always keep in mind that distributors can absolutely contract higher than the WGA minimums, but they cannot go any lower. This brings me to the second important deal point. The WGA determination can affect your future rights, such as passive royalties, remakes and sequels, and the right of first negotiation and right of last refusal. Passive royalties are essentially royalties you'll be compensated for if the project is adapted, remade, or shown on a different medium. Subject to a WGA determination, this is a required right that producers must provide to a writer if the WGA governs the project. If the project isn't covered by the WGA, you should still try to negotiate for this in your agreement so that you can earn residual income. For remakes and sequels, negotiating to ensure you have the right to work on any remakes and sequels can guarantee that if remakes and/or sequels will be made, you can work on those projects as well. These rights can often be intertwined with the passive royalties rights. You will likely see the right of first negotiation and the right of last refusal in many writer agreements. If you don't, then you should negotiate for it. When written in a way that benefits the writer, the right of first negotiation can provide you the opportunity to be the first writer the producer must negotiate with for writing services in future projects subject to the agreement, like remakes, sequels, or spin-offs. The right of last refusal is almost always tied to the right of first negotiation. This allows you to match any deal terms the producer may have negotiated with any other writers, and if you do, then they must use your services. Third, let's look at writing and reading periods. It is important as a writer to have the producer's expectations clearly laid out in your contract with regards to exclusivity during these periods. Many producers and financiers will require exclusivity during writing periods, but whenever possible, try to negotiate for non-exclusivity during reading periods, which will allow you to work on other projects during this time period. If a producer or financier is demanding exclusivity, then you should negotiate for higher compensation to make up for the projects you may be turning down or putting off. While I hope I've laid these concepts out in an easy to understand manner, these deals can get very complicated very quickly. I would always suggest you hire an experienced entertainment attorney to ensure you are getting all the rights and compensation you deserve.